What's shaking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bad Religion, and we're going to listen to a live performance of Along the Way from 1996, heard here on the album released in 1997, even though it has 1996 written right on the front. But this is from Tested. It's a live album, but it also has a number of studio tracks that weren't released on previous albums. One of my favorite is Dream of Unity, a sort of slow, kind of depressive ballad, which I know I reacted to it on my old channel. My old channel isn't here anymore. Maybe I had already uploaded that video to this new channel. If not, I'll definitely redo it, but I'll check, and if it is on my channel, I'll try to remember to put a link in the description or a pinned comment. Either way, we're going to listen to, as I said, Along the Way. I just reacted to the version from the Back to the Known EP, 1985. I've talked about it before, and in that video, Greg Graffin, I think, has one of the more melodic voices in the punk rock world, but early on it was raspier, it was scratchier, and a bit more sort of raw, which is, sort of fits because I think their sound was a bit more raw and sort of kind of garage style, and eventually evolved into the more polished melodic hardcore that we hear with Suffer and Onward. But yeah, I think by the time you get to Generator, which is 1991, I think Greg's voice was stepping into new melodic territory and had a more like refined sound than his vocals on earlier albums. So this is 5 years after that and 11 years after the original Along the Way. So I'm keen to remember, again, I've heard this many times, but I haven't actually listened to this album or any, once I've started to do reactions, I've made a point not to like, okay, I'm going to go back and, just re-listen to this, because it's interesting, even songs I know well, if I haven't heard them for a while, it is still a very fresh experience. So it's been nice to kind of do that in the context of doing these reactions. So what I expect to remember when I hear this is that Greg's vocals will sound, I think, a bit more polished and melodic than the original. It's about the same length. I noticed when I queued it up, it's like 139 or something in length, whereas the original it's like 125, and that might just be, on account of them talking at the beginning of the track to the audience. Either way, let's get it. This is Bad Religion with a live performance of Along the Way from the 1997 album Tested, which is taken from a live tour, or a tour of Germany in 1996. That's what I was waiting for. What you see up for me isn't what you plan to be. What you'll have, what you wanted in the end along the way. And we'll cry as we die, and our brothers pass us by. We've gone through the ages of our tears along the way. Reminds me, I might have sung it differently there. I'm now remembering, I didn't mention this when I reacted to the studio version. The last couple lines in the studio version, I think, is about a friend of theirs who died. I think he it was sort of like a suicidal action. He went into traffic the wrong way, I think on purpose. And I think the line is whatever his name is, we'll see you, down the road, along the way. I think maybe here they changed the line, I'm not sure, but yeah, let me know if you know the band and you do know that reference in the original song. Let me know, in more detail, or let me know if they did actually change the line there. But yeah, really cool, and like I said, I do think the vocals were a bit more melodic than the original. I think he did, in a way, sort of sing in the style of the recorded song, but Yeah, like I said, it's a cool tune, even if I'm not quite sure what's going on lyrically, at least compared to some of their other tracks. But let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.